quite, but let's find out how the weather's going to be this weekend.
Oh, you're right. I'm 21, still haven't grown out of Easter egg hunting, so let's take a look at what your weather's going to be like. So we can get that up there. All right, well, Hobbs, 91 degrees, south winds 12 miles per hour, and looks like Sunday is going to be mild and fair conditions, clear skies, 85 with a low of 56. So, you know what? I think all of us could go out and grab our Easter egg baskets and get as many eggs as we can so we can get ready for Easter.
Definitely. Well, that's all the news we have for you tonight. I'm Cheyenne Cope.
I'm Anthony Lacey, and from Christy Waite, Cameron Cox, and the entire News 3 team, you have a good night and a great weekend.
One thing also on the rise is sunny weather. Let's check in with Christy Rate right now with your first weather. Christy, how long will these summer conditions stick around?
Oh, Cameron, I hate to burst your bubble, but today, you're right, was a beautiful day. However, it's not here to stay. Tomorrow's going to be a lot different, and I'll tell you about that a little later on in the broadcast. But for now, let's jump right into your first weather. Current temperatures outside the studio are looking good. We do have Portales 75, Roswell 79, Carlsbad 80, Albuquerque area looking mighty fine at 70 degrees. Let's go ahead and look at tonight's lows. Tonight's lows are looking good as well. 45 for Portales, Roswell 48. Moving over to the Albuquerque area, you can see that you're at 48 and Santa Fe is at 39. Tomorrow's highs are looking well with temperatures in the 80s and upper 70s for the rest of the week. Stay tuned. I'm going to have your entire weather forecast coming up a little later on in the broadcast. For now, Cameron and Brian, back to you.
Now, your local forecast from News 3, New Mexico.
Hey, welcome back. I hope all of you guys are enjoying this beautiful weather we're having, because today I want to focus on the weather for tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at your weather. We are looking at, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the local radar. Right now you can see that we do have our high pressure system, and this high pressure system is what's giving us this beautiful weather. As you can see, we are warm for here in New Mexico. Here's the thing though. Yes, it was fair with sunny conditions, but we are going to have a storm system that's moving in, and tomorrow we're going to start seeing those clouds, but the sun will shine tomorrow, but the winds is what the issue is. It was nice today, not as windy, but tomorrow we have a high wind advisory that is in effect, that starts tomorrow and will end over the weekend, and then with those winds comes the red flag warning. And this red flag warning is in effect for today through tomorrow. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. As you can see, most of the state is under that red flag warning. That means it's going to be really windy for tomorrow. You do not want to burn, and I'm begging you, don't burn, because even though some other parts of the state are getting moisture, it's not coming here because it's just too dry. And those winds start picking up and it's just too dangerous for any of that. So let's not do it. However, tomorrow's highs, tonight's lows are looking fantastic. We do have the lows in 40s and 50s for most of the state. Fort Sumner 47, Carlsbad 49, Roswell 48. Lumberton is at 54. These temperatures are normal for this time of year. However, tomorrow's highs are looking fantastic. We do have places like Ruidoso and Tucumcari that may be reaching record highs for tomorrow. Now, for the rest of the state, the record highs are looking pretty good. 5 to 20 degrees above normal for tomorrow. But remember, 60-mile-an-hour winds for most of the state. Fort Sumner 87, Roswell 93, Carlsbad 95, and we do have Clovis at 87. Current temperatures outside the studio are looking good. Tucumcari 76, Portales 75. We only reached a high of 76 for today, and Carlsbad is at 80 and Roswell 79. We're going to take a look at the select city for today. Roswell's at 79 degrees with south-southeast winds at 13 miles per hour. Not too bad, with relative humidity bone dry at 9%. And then taking a look at your 5-day, we do have temperatures on the rise for Friday, 93 tomorrow, 48 for the low. And our other select city for today is Hobbs 79 with south winds 12 miles per hour. 12 miles per hour. Relative humidity at bone dry 12%. Friday looking good as well, 91. Saturday 85 with a low of 45 degrees. Well, I will have a little bit more for you coming up in final weather, but for now, let's go ahead and take it back to our anchor team. Cameron and Brian, back to you.
Well, I'm going to take a walk at the park after this. Christy, you said that there are good summer conditions out there, right?
Yeah, there is. Actually, today was a beautiful day, but tomorrow's going to be the issue. Those winds are going to be picking up. 65-mile-an-hour winds. You guys hold on to your hats. It's going to be windy out there. Let's go ahead and take a look at your final weather. Portales, 75 degrees with west-southwest winds, 15 miles per hour. Relative bone dry, 9%. Your 5-day looks good, 89 for tomorrow. 65-mile-an-hour winds, though. Bummer, but if you want to fly a kite, go right ahead. Low for 49, and the rest of the week looking mighty fine. So let's go ahead and take it back to you guys.
We might have to take her up on that kite offer.
Yeah, thanks, Christy. Before I sign off for the final time, I would like to thank our amazing News 3 crew. The only way I look professional is thanks to their hard work. I would also like to give a few special thanks. Rachel Witt, thank you for always inspiring me to be the best. I hope we see each other in the future. Cameron Cox, thank you for showing me to thank you for showing me to be the best reporter I can be. And I'm very proud to call you my friend. And thank you to a man who has made an impact on my life as well as many others. Mr. Kirby, my time in Eastern was made worth it thanks to you, sir.
Thanks for those kind words, Brian. It's been an honor to work with you, and thank you for being someone I can always count on. And you've been more than just a coworker. You've been a good friend of mine as well.
Thanks.
I would also like to thank Mr. John Kirby. Without you, I would not be the man I am today, sir. The life lessons you've taught me here at News 3 will always be with me. It's been an honor to work with you and learn from you. Also, I would like to thank Sharon, Rachel Witt, and the rest of News 3 through Vincent Rodriguez and everybody else out there I've worked with. Without you guys, this job would not be as fun. For the last time, I'm Cameron Cox. For Brian Wise, Christy Waite, Jared Chester, and the rest of our technical crew, have a great
good
evening.
night.
A Sunday stroll turned deadly into Truth or Consequences. Police say 48-year-old Margaret Salcedo was attacked by 4 pit bull dogs. A witness heard the commotion and called 911, and an officer arrived quickly on scene and shot a gun into the air to scare the dogs away. Police think the dogs got loose from a nearby home. The district attorney is deciding whether to file charges against the owners. A former corrections officer pleads guilty to child pornography. 42-year-old Stephen Hensley from Tucumcari entered his plea on Monday at a federal court in Albuquerque. Hensley faces a sentence up to 5 to 20 years and a lifetime of supervised release. He will also be required to register as a sex offender. Switching to sports, the Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds wrapped up their spring practice this weekend by playing the annual Green and Silver game. Our Cameron Cox was there to witness all the action, and he has your highlights in First Sports. Cameron, how did the Greyhounds look this weekend? Severe weather season is affecting the nation's Midwest. At least 5 people have been killed by flash floods and dozens of tornadoes have been reported. Tommy Andres reports in tonight's National Minute. That same storm is now moving east today and could produce even more severe weather like flooding and more tornadoes. Remember, if you find yourself in a severe weather emergency, take proper action and shelter to keep you and your family safe. If you get midday slumps, you are not alone.
Many people find themselves needing an afternoon pick-me-up. Andy Rose has more tips to boost your energy in tonight's News 3 Medical Minute.
As passengers $200,000. The flight lasts 2 hours after liftoff from New Mexico's Spaceport America in Truth or Consequences. Although space travel isn't cheap, the price is expected to drop as the business grows. The first launch is expected in 2013. Stay tuned, your sports is next.
Knock what off? The wind seems to be getting worse and worse.
You're right, Stephen. Martin, these winds are driving me crazy. It's blowing my way.
Well, Christy, speaking of putting rocks in your pockets, I saw one guy out on the track. He was running today. He actually had tent stakes, and he was putting them on his duffel bag so it wouldn't blow away. I was like, wow, that's pretty crazy. But you got to do what you got to do. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Portales' current temperatures. Outside, 72 with a west-northwest wind at 29 miles per hour. Humidity is at 16%. If you look right down there on the 5-day, you're going to see that Friday is going to have a high of 90 degrees. Saturday, a high of 77, so pretty much a little bit of a difference right there. Tomorrow's high at 66, Thursday's low at 40. Christy, Steven, Cameron, it's been a pleasure this semester. How are you guys doing right now?
Oh, doing pretty good. Thank you, Martin.
Anytime.
And thank you for joining us. That's all the news we have for you this evening. I'm Stephen Harden.
And I'm Christy Waite from Martin Gutierrez, Cameron Cox, and Rob Hagan. And we would also like to offer our technical staff a special thank you on our last Tuesday broadcast of the semester. I hope all of you guys at home have a great night.